Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed.
The real ones don't care about cabbage, and you know this, and you know this.
Darlings, I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Hamptons Cocktails and Connections party right here at 256 Elm Street, and I am here with the former editor of this wonderful publication, Hamptons.com, and she's going to introduce herself to the camera.
Hi, Eileen Casey, and Hamptons.com is an online publication
Yes, I know.
and website. The current editor-in-chief is Nicole Barilski. Joe Kazichas is the publisher, and this wonderful event that's been put on tonight has been really put together by Michelle Studi, who is in charge of sales and bringing people together. So it's wonderful to see you. I haven't seen you for some time.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm busy, right? I've been busy doing lots of events in New York and on Long Island, but now it's Hampton season, and that's why I'm here tonight, to promote this wonderful publication, Hamptons.com. And of course, I'm sure you worked for them for how many? You still work for them, actually, don't you?
Right now, I'm a senior contributing editor, and I was the editor-in-chief for about 3 years. And it's just it's a wonderful organization. They cover everything, or we cover everything, from community news to obviously out and about entertainment.
Charity galas, entertainment.
Charity galas, art events. There's a lot of focus on local artists, what's happening in the local communities, Southampton to Montauk and beyond. And also there is a within the city section which focuses on charitable events, social events, restaurants of note, both here in the Hamptons and in New York City. They've developed a escape section which focuses on accommodations for people who travel, because many Hamptonites, as we know, and many New Yorkers travel the globe. But everyone seems to come back here to the Hamptons, which is wonderful.
Well, I just love the Hamptons, and I must tell you, I love Hamptons.com. I especially love your event calendar, because even though I work for LongIsland.com, I love what your calendar offers, because it's exclusively just for the Hamptons. Of course, there are some things, though, I do find in New York City as well.
Yes.
But it's just a wonderful calendar, and it's such a beautiful, glamorous publication.
It is probably the most beautiful site available. And another component of it, which is tremendously popular and has been since its inception, are our cameras, our beach cameras and other cameras which are strategically located. People seem to check those every day, which is wonderful. And the events calendar, the community calendar, current, informative.
Very, very. I go on it every week. I just really love it to death. I think it's just one of the best event calendars there is for all kinds of Long Island and Hampton events. Can't get any better than Hamptons.com.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yes, but now tell my audience why you decided to become a part of Hamptons.com.
Well, initially I was the copy editor under a woman who unfortunately has recently passed away, Chris Bellini. She came in as the news editor. I was the copy editor, and from there I'm also an artist, so I was the arts and entertainment editor, and then managing editor, and then became the editor-in-chief after some time, and loved doing that. But candidly, the winters got to me a little bit, so I spent my winters in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, that's another beautiful city, Charleston, South Carolina.
It really is. It's quite beautiful, and summers here in the Hamptons. So I'm very happy to be doing that, and I've yet to start saying to everybody, you all come to Charleston. So.
You all come to Charleston. Now tell my audience, what is the most special part of Hamptons.com that everybody should, why should they all just come exclusively to Hamptons.com? What sets it apart from any other publication, online publication?
The voluminous amount of information that is available, crossing a wide spectrum, as I said, from community, local news, local arts and entertainment. Our real estate section is very, very important and timely. We have a wonderful writer, John Federetti, who's been writing real estate information, a column for quite some time. There is so much coverage where there's constantly and always a representative from Hamptons.com there. Truly, it's under the aegis of Joe Kazichas and Nicole Barilski, as well as Michelle and the others that I've mentioned. We care about Hamptons.com. We care about the impression that is given to not just visitors to the East End, but to the people that live and work here as well.
Well, everyone from all over the world looks at Hamptons.com.
Yes, they do.
Everybody from all over the world. Well, that domain name, Hamptons.com, it's obvious that you would get viewers from around the globe because of the fascination that people have with the Hamptons, because it is one of the most beautiful places.
As you mentioned, Cognac, the events calendar, the community calendar, if you want to know anything, you'll find it at Hamptons.com.
What's the hottest event in the Hamptons this coming summer? What would be the hottest thing that people should come to?
Well, that's difficult to say insofar as there are many hot events that are related to great work that is being done for various charities. So I think the hottest event is the charity that you might care the most about.
That's true. I always go every year to the Heart of the Hamptons Ball and the Parish Art Museum the Midsummer Party, and Russell Simmons always gives a nice party as well, and I know you guys support whatever he does.
Yes. And his brother Danny Simmons is a wonderful artist who I had the pleasure of interviewing a few years ago. Terrific artist, and a wonderful, wonderful family who does wonderful, wonderful work.
Now, what are you up to now as a contributing editor? What do you like to write about?
Well, right now we have started a new column called Here's Who's Here, and over the last few months I've done interviews with Nick Krause, who is associated with Stephen Talkhouse, as well as the Wounded Warrior Project, Julie Berger with Nick and Tony's, Chris Hall with Pembroke Landscapes. And I just did a profile with Jack Leonard Lawson from Longhouse Reserve. And so that is the beauty about Hamptons.com, is the vastness of who you can speak with. And when Hamptons.com calls, people want to talk. So.
Well, I want to be at every party that you guys give, because you give nice parties too.
Isn't this wonderful?
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous party. Gorgeous party, really fabulous, fabulous. And a perfect location right here in Southampton.
Isn't it? Yes.
It's a beautiful place. Now, tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about Hamptons.com? What's the website? Obvious is, tell my audience.
Go to www.hamptons.com. Use the toolbar at the top. It's broken down between out and about, real estate, arts. Click on any one of those from the home page, and it will take you in deeper, where you can have community news sections within the hedges, which is about events here in the Hamptons, within the city, the real estate section, also broken down into information that is very viable, very informative, and very entertaining.
Very entertaining, and we love it tremendously, and that's why everybody's here at this exciting party tonight. It opens up the Hampton season, and I want to thank you.
And watch those cameras. People are fascinated with them.
They sure are, and I want to thank you very much for that interview.
Thank you.
Don't go away yet. We'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses.
I was diagnosed in 2008.
2006.
2010. I was 32.
I was 30.
I was only 28 years old when I found out I had breast cancer.
Last year, nearly 200,000 women in the United States were diagnosed with breast cancer.
That means a woman in the U.S. is told she has breast cancer every 2 minutes.
This video is 2 minutes.
Every woman on the planet is at risk for breast cancer.
And that risk only increases if someone in your family has been diagnosed.
So get checked.
Check yourself.
Perform routine breast exams at least once a month.
It's easy. You can do it in the shower.
If something doesn't feel right,
it's up to you to find out what's wrong.
Tell your doctor about any lumps.
Or any unusual skin irritation.
Itching, or
get regular mammograms starting by at least age 40 and every year after that.
breast cancer may not be preventable.
But knowing the facts
and knowing your body
will increase your chances of finding any cancer early.
Early detection means it's easier to treat.
These are your sisters we're talking about.
mothers, daughters,
friends.
Please, stay aware.
Stay healthy.
Stay alive.
I survived breast cancer.
I survived breast cancer.
Sobreviví cáncer en los senos.
I survived breast cancer.
I am still fighting breast cancer.
Talk to your doctor.
Get regular mammograms.
And perform routine self-exams.
It's as easy as taking a shower.
Services, Deep River Snacks, care of Maidstone, Southampton Public House, Lexington and Company, Clive's Restaurant and Southampton Inn, Southampton Talk House, Martyrs, Carumba Restaurant, Union Cantina Restaurant, Pakai, Nads, Chef's Cut Jerky, Sinful Colors, and Nunzio Saviano. Thank you. We're thrilled to be here at Southampton Social Club, kicking off the start of summer 2016, and hope you are too. Make sure to check out the Hamptons.com calendar for the hottest Hamptons happenings. And for those of you who love our Cooper's Beach camera, which is now featured on Channel 12, if you didn't know already, be on the lookout for our new Main Beach East Hampton camera, which will be debuting later this month. We'd also like to thank all of our dedicated writers, some of who are here today: John Videretti, Lee Fry, TJ Mundy, Eileen Casey, Lisa Tamburini, Don Watson, and for whoever else is here, and I forgot to mention you, thank you. At this time, I would like to hand it over to Michelle.
Thanks, everybody. We started something a little different this year. We have a raffle table for all of those who participated already. Thank you so much. And we can tell you that the proceeds, 100%, will be donated to the Southampton Hospital. And I think that's...
Well, I want to thank all of you for coming here this evening. I don't know how many years we've been holding this event. We're really happy that we've moved it to this location. It seems a little bit more intimate than our previous location. I'd like to thank the people at the Southampton Social Club for hosting this. Over the years, there's been a number of different changes and challenges surrounding Hamptons.com. I think that we found a great balance in the last couple of years, a balance of information, great quality writing, solid directory, a wonderful calendar of events, and of course the Hamptons beach camps. And as Nicole had mentioned earlier, we're soon be launching the newest beach camp at East Hampton Main Beach, and we thank the Village of East Hampton for working with us on that. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Claudia. You might have a couple words to say.
Thanks. I'm the Director of Marketing for Bridgehampton National Bank. We're the community bank on Long Island. We live here, we work here. We think we are so very lucky to be on the east end of Long Island, although we are now also Montauk to Manhattan. But how lucky are we to live here, to be able to be here? I mean, this is all about connections, and thank you to Hamptons.com for making this kind of an opportunity available, because a lot of us know each other, we come into these situations, and we really enjoy having the opportunity to talk to each other, to do business with each other, and that's really what community is all about, and that's what Bridgehampton National Bank is all about. Should we talk about AFTI?
After you.
All for the East End, because we are All for the East End, is an organization that makes grants available to the 1,000 nonprofit organizations on the East End of Long Island through a grant process. And we couldn't do it without the donations of many people, including Hamptons.com, who's been very committed to us. So because all of us love the East End so much, we have this opportunity through AFTI to help the nonprofit organizations who make our lives richer. So all I really want to say is thank you on behalf of AFTI and Bridgehampton National Bank. This is a great event. Thanks.
And it's our pleasure once again to make a $10,000 donation to All for the East End from the Kazichas Family Foundation on behalf of the Hamptons Media. So, checks in the mail.
Thank you.
You can count on it. All right?
Thanks very much.
Okay, well, thank you all very much for coming. Enjoy the rest of the evening. We're so glad to see all these wonderful smiling faces here on such a weekend. Thank you again.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and I'm here with the publisher of Hamptons.com, one of the most exciting online publications right here globally, actually, because everybody from all over the world wants to know what's going on in the Hamptons.
Right.
And I'm here with the publisher. Introduce yourself to the camera, darling.
My name is Joe Kazichas, and I've been publisher of Hamptons.com for the last couple years. It's a great website with a lot of fun features for our visitors, information about the Hamptons, and live streaming beach camps, very popular, so welcome.
Well, I love it.
Summer party.
I love it, and I love the summer party, and I want you to tell my audience why you think Hamptons.com is so special.
Well, I'll tell you, just setting aside the fact that it's the most powerful domain name.
Yes, I just said that to Eileen. It's a very, very powerful domain name. Absolutely.
It's always, the question that we always ask ourselves as far as publishers and contributors to the website is, what is it that our audience is looking for? When they Google the Hamptons and they come across Hamptons.com, what is it that, our audience is looking for? And And I think that we found the right mix of stories about the East End, personalities on the East End, happenings on the East End.
What's hot in the Hamptons, although Elisa DiStefano does that for News 12.
Yeah.
But basically that is what it is.
It's really
exciting and what's going on in the Hamptons from movie events to charity galas.
You name it. We have a very complete calendar of events on the website. We have a very complete directory of service providers also on our website, not to mention our editorial content, which is freshened every day. So we're very, very happy with how the site is going. I'd like to also tell our fans out there, our beach camp fans, that we've reached an agreement with the village of East Hampton to install a new live streaming beach cam at Main Beach.
That's exciting.
Which will be a lot of fun for people to visit. And we're very, very pleased with how the site has evolved over the years. So,
but you've done a lot with your life, not just Hamptons.com. Tell my audience some of the things that you've done up to Hamptons.com and what made you actually make this happen, make this publication happen.
Well, that's a real long story, but prior to becoming involved in Hamptons.com, I was in the real estate business. In fact, I'm still in the real estate business locally here in East Hampton. I have my own firm. It's the second firm that I've started out here, sold the first one a couple years ago. So that's been my core activity out in the Hamptons since the late 80s. I came upon Hamptons.com sort of in a convoluted way, starting maybe about 10 years ago, and found myself publisher of the website, as I said earlier, about 4 years ago. So it's like two different hats. I've got the real estate hat on, or no hat on, and then I have my Hamptons.com hat on. And it's really great. It's a very, very fun thing for me because the Hamptons are such a dynamic place, and to be involved both in media as well as real estate.
And it's a beautiful place too. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's just great. It's just great. So welcome to the party.
And thank you for inviting me. And of course, tell my audience the website, which is obvious.
Hamptons.com.
Thank you, darling. Give me a kiss.
Okay, you got it, darling. Okay.
And we'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up. Keep watching. Peace, champagne, kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.